Hello, everyone. Welcome into Final Quarter, High School Football Edition, Week 1. Alongside Kirsten Keller, I'm Andrew Martin.
Yeah, the high school football season kicked off tonight, and there were so many good games that we had a hard time figuring out which game we wanted to feature as our game of the week.
We did. We went with Grant against Edison out of Stockton. The Pacers, of course, have made a couple of deep runs in the state playoffs in back-to-back years, hosting a team that's coming off a 9-win season. First offensive player of the game, Luke Alexander to Zoe Edwards, his sophomore tight end. That would set up, later in the drive, Alexander to Eric Anderson, over the middle, 19-yard touchdown, 7-0 Grant. Edison takes over now, still in the first quarter. Bad snap, but quarterback Devin Rasmussen able to pick it up and run with it to make something positive. But the Vikings don't score. Grant does. Next time the Pacers have the ball, Brandon Lambert up the middle, 7-yard touchdown. Grant wins 28-7. So off to a good start are the Pacers. Meanwhile, in Folsom, we've got one of the best teams in both the state and the nation playing tonight.
That's right, the Folsom Bulldogs, who happen to have one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. We're going to get to him in just a bit, but the Bulldogs are a top 10 team in the state and a top 25 team nationally. Tonight, Folsom hosting Long Beach Poly. A capacity crowd on hand and at Prairie City Stadium on the campus of Folsom High School. That top 10 quarterback we mentioned, well, his name is Ryder Lyons. You'd remember him from last season as a varsity sophomore starter. Check Lyons out, moving the chains, connecting to Daniela Topo. That sets up quite possibly one of the most impressive plays we've seen from Ryder Lyons in his young career, and he uses his feet to do so. Check this out. Lyons showing off the moves to evade the Long Beach Poly defense. Sheds tackles along the far sideline in front of the Jackrabbits. Lyons hot stepping and dances his way to the end zone. That's a touchdown. His head coach, Paul Doherty, is fired up as the Bulldogs enjoy a 20-point halftime lead. Second half, Long Beach Poly working their way back into the game as Deuce Jefferson fires to Kamir Smith, who does the rest of the work from there. 60 yards on the Jackrabbits score. Folsom still on top 27-14. And the Bulldogs, well, they're unfazed. They respond again. Lyons, another big game, but this time up the home sideline, using his legs, stopped just a few yards out, would leave the game with a left hand injury. Carter Jackson, the former Granite Bay running back from last season, punches it in. His first touchdown with the Bulldogs. One of 2 scores from Jackson on the night. Folsom cruises from there, but concern with the non-throwing hand for Ryder Lyons. He'd have the middle 2 fingers taped up and would be good to remain in the game. Something to keep an eye on in the coming days. He combines for 3 touchdowns in Folsom's win over Long Beach Poly. All right, to Stockton we go. The Downey Knights on the road to take on the Lincoln Trojans. We pick it up in the third quarter. Downey in the driver's seat. Quarterback Carson Lamb, a beaut of a pass, or not. Throws it right in the hands of Lincoln's Jalen Mays. Downey, they're going to get a shot again. Lamb in the driver's seat to Joseph Ramirez. Knights with ease, up 20-7. Lincoln's turn. Quarterback Julian Perez hands it off to David Brown, and he takes it in for a score. But Downey is going to spoil Lincoln's home opener to win it 34-28.
Inderkum hosting Monterey Trail, a rematch from last year's Division I playoffs. Won by the Tigers. Reggie Harris motivating his team. He's got a senior quarterback in Ricky Cole. He threw quite a bit in this game. Pass here towards the sidelines. It's caught late in the second quarter. Early third quarter now on 3rd and 12. How about an 18-yard touchdown? Cole throwing over the middle. Inderkum wins 27-21. Let's head back up Highway 50 back to Folsom in Eagle Country, where Vista Del Lago opening things up with a battle against Laguna Creek, the Cardinals out of Elk Grove. Vista striking first in this one after a great kick return from Matthew Werpy. Grant Rogers going up top. He finds Will Green in the end zone. Eagles on top 6-0. The extra point is blocked. Vista fans like this. They really do. They were in for a game tonight. Battle of the Birds here. Cardinals answer right back. Laguna Creek capping off a scoring drive with Armand Thorntona, the touchdown run from a few yards out. Laguna Creek goes up 7-6, but the Eagles defend home field tonight with a close win in this one. Joseph Aola gives the Eagles the lead on that touchdown run. Final score here, 33-27. Vista Del Lago holds off Laguna Creek.
Up next, the El Dorado Cougars in Shingle Springs to take on the Ponderosa Bruins. First drive for the Bruins. Everyone's still dusting the rust off in the opening game. Appears to be a fumble. The refs, they call it back and they get a breather. Ponderosa is going to try again. Quarterback Christopher Mays to Jack Eric. Well, nothing to score there, but El Dorado, they're going to take over. Quarterback Jason Wilson to receiver Jesse Morales-Bays. But watch this, taken down by Ben Bailey. Have a seat, sir. Ponderosa's turn now, and after dusting off the rust, well, they find the end zone and win it 20-14.